Thank you, Pam. That was beautiful. Well, welcome, everyone. We're so glad that you made the choice to worship with us today. We especially want to welcome any visitors. We hope that you find hope today and will join us again next Sunday. We invite everyone to fill out the communication card found in the pew in front of you today, and you can drop that off in the offering plate. This allows us to acknowledge your visit, and you can also make prayer requests or alerts Pastor Harsha of any of your needs.
Hello, good morning. Today I'm going to be reading out of the book of Revelation. The author of Revelation was John the Apostle, and that was written in 9 detached retina. I had a little struggle this morning, so please forgive me. I do use a bookmark, but I'm still having difficulties with reading. So if you would just give me your grace, I would appreciate it. Our peoples and multitudes of nations and tongues. And the 10 horns that you saw, they and the beast will hate the harlot, and they will make her desolate and naked, and devour her flesh, and burn out this purpose by being one of mind and giving over their royal power to the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. And the woman that you saw is the great city, which has dominion over the kings of the earth. Here ends my reading of chapter 17.
Thank you, Nelly. Thank you for reading this difficult chapter. You did a good job. God has restored eyesight. He will restore you. She has a problem with eyesight, but still God is using her in a powerful way. Pray for her. Revelation is not an easy book, But God has given everything we need to know about what is going to come. The end time events. And you find the secrets that God is giving us. It's very important to know these things. This world that captivate all good people, mislead people, imprison people, lead them away from God. If there are forces in this world that leads people away from God, that can be called Babylon. So remember, there are so many forces in this world that takes people away from God into sin, into idolatry. What are idolatry? Idolatry is something like possessions, power, and entertainment or addictions. People are drawn to all here in the last days. So she looked glorious and impressive, but she was grand and regal, but she was depraved and drunk with obscenity. So here is the point. Everyone who turns against God and lives for something else, listen to here, everyone waters. You read all these things from this book. She was sitting on many waters, which represented peoples of this world. So, what do you make out of all these descriptions? All these tell us one thing. The woman got support from everywhere in the world. All the world is supporting beast. This is also a picture of what is going on in this world today. False religions, away from the true God. In Russia, there is a church that is called Temple of All Religions. It's a church, it's a mosque, it's a synagogue, and pagan temple. You sit in that church, and you can worship any god, because they think that all gods are same, and they take to the same place. So it's called religious pluralism, which means all religions what the beast trying to do with him, and pagan act like Christ. But he fails. His time is very limited. And he is described something similar to Lamb. The Lamb is the Alpha and Omega, who is, who was, and who is to come. And the beast is who was and who is not, and who will come up again and go to destruction. He tries to act like Jesus, but he cannot confront Jesus. Because Jesus Christ he lives forever. He is the same yesterday and today and forever. In Revelation chapter 1:18, verse 8, he says, I am the Alpha and who is to come, the Almighty. Here is the good news. The Lamb of God ultimately prevails. Even though the beast has the 7 heads and 10, even though the beast, the woman sits on the waters.
It's now time for the offering. Ushers, please come forward. When the end comes, will God reach out his hand and pull you to him, or will you be burned with the beast? What do you need to do to have the Lord say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Welcome to the place where you belong"? What will it be like when my pain is gone? Fade away. What will it be like for you, Lord? One more time. Singing holy, holy, holy are you, Lord. Waiting my whole life for that day. Until then, well done, my good and faithful one. Now come to the place where you belong.
And you just want, this meeting is going to be more informal.